Hi scholars, it's Miss Puri here, and we are going to get started on our science lesson for the day. Now, we are going to learn about Neptune. Everyone say Neptune. Neptune. Neptune is the last planet that we're going to learn about in our planet lessons. So now, what are some things that you see or notice about the planet Neptune? I'm going to give you about a minute to think about some things that you see or notice, and then Miss Puri is going to share, and then maybe we'll have some of the same things. So, I see that Neptune is blue, and it has some white dots or some specks. It has some white, you can call them specks, all over the planet. Then I see that there's some kind of like some huge dots on the planet. Oh, I see that it is a sphere. Well, I know that planets are in the shape of a sphere, but in the picture it looks like a circle, but I know that it's a sphere. I didn't see any rings or moons, so, I was wondering if Neptune has any rings or moons. I guess we're just gonna have to go through the slides and find out if Neptune, like other planets, has any rings or moons. Now, Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. Now, let's read it together. I'm going to point while I read. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. Say it one more time. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. It's the what planet from the Sun? The 8th. Number 8. It's the 8th planet from the Sun, right? And we know that by counting our planets from the Sun. So right here we have the Sun. Now we're going to count to the 8th planet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th planet, or number 8 from the Sun. Now, we are going to count. Well, Miss Puri is going to point. Silly Miss Puri, I'm going to point, and I want you to count all by yourself so that when you are doing your worksheet, you know how to count the planets and then find Neptune. All right, so we have our Sun right here. All right, so let's get started. Ready, set, and go. Eight right here, Neptune. All right. Oh, wow, Neptune has 14 moons. So, just like I was wondering if Neptune had any moons or rings before, right here it says Neptune has 14 moons. All right, let's read it together. I'll point and you are reading with Miss Puri. Neptune has 14 moons. How many moons? 14. Wow, that's a lot more than Earth, because Earth only has one moon, but Neptune has 14 moons. Oh, it says to stop. Now, that means that I'm going to ask you some questions about what we just learned. So, now, I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about the answer, and then we're going to share what the answer is. Okay, so the first question is, what number is Neptune from the Sun? What number is Neptune from the Sun? I'll give you about 10 seconds to think. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Remember, Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. It's number 8. All right, now, how many moons does Neptune have? How many moons? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Neptune has 14 moons. 14. Neptune has 14 moons. 1, 4, 14 moons. All right. Now, and Neptune has rings. So when I was wondering about Neptune having rings right here, it is telling me that Neptune has 5 rings. So now we are going to read it together. Miss Peary is going to point and you are going to read with Miss Peary. Neptune has 5 rings. One more time. Neptune has 5 rings. So how many rings does Neptune have? 5. Neptune has 5 rings. Now, the next one. Neptune is an icy gas giant. So remember our 3 states of matters we have solids, we have liquids, and gases. So Neptune is an icy gas giant. That means that Neptune is super cold because it's so far away from the sun, and it is gassy and icy. All right, so reading with Miss Peary while I point. Neptune is an icy gas giant. All right, one more time. Neptune is an icy gas giant. All right. Ooh, looks like we have another stop. Now, remember, I'm going to ask the question and I will give you 10 seconds to think about the answer and then we will share. Okay, now, how many rings does Neptune have? How many rings does Neptune have? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Neptune has 5 rings. Remember, Neptune has 5 rings. Okay, now this question, I want you to think. Why is Neptune, and why is it so icy? Why is it so cold? I want you to think, why do you think that Neptune is so cold? Right? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Neptune is so cold because it is far, far, far away from the sun. So just like Uranus is super cold because it's far away from the sun, so is Neptune because it is the 8th planet from the sun, so it's far away. Now, I hope that you were able to grow your beautiful brains with some super cool facts about Neptune. I will meet you next time. I hope that you have an awesome day and are staying safe and healthy out there. I miss and love all of you, and I will see you next time. Bye.